Well, it's virtually impossible to have a serious conversation about jazz without mentioning the name of our next guest at some point in that dialogue. His contribution to the genre has brought the Memphis, Tennessee-born saxophonist more than 10 Grammy nominations, and his brilliance has seen him work with legends such as Lalah Hathaway, Vandross and Whitney Houston. By now, we assume you're fully aware of the caliber of artists we have in our midst this morning. It's Grammy award-winning smooth jazz saxophonist Kirk Whalum. He's decided to step out of his comfort zone by releasing his very first gospel album titled Love Covers. The American smooth jazz saxophonist and songwriter joins us now to tell us more about his latest project. Good morning and welcome to Morning.
Hey, good morning. So you got me up really early to play the saxophone.
Yes, we did, and you walked in here, bright orange jacket, did your sound check, and I think by then everybody in studio knew that we had a special man in our presence.
Oh, how awesome. I'm grateful. Everybody was kind to me. The whole crew is just great.
Now, Kirk, we watched you perform as we saw that clip that we just played for our viewers, and I saw how you were watching yourself in that performance. You watch yourself with such intent. Are you still looking at ways after all these years of performing to perfect what you do and to make it better?
Absolutely. You're constantly analyzing yourself, you know. I think you do the same thing, you know, and that's natural. And I think when you start the thing that you're supposed to be doing with the rest of your life, most of us really start with the idea that I want to be very good at this. Sometimes we get distracted along the way, so I want to get rich or I want to be famous or whatever. But the idea that I want to be better tomorrow than I am today, that's really that's what drives me. And so I've spent a lot of time practicing. And yeah, every now and then I get to see myself on a video and I'm like, okay, yeah, what I played right there, I want to analyze that. You know, it's like it's always work for me. I can't listen to music without sort of working a little bit.
All right, phenomenal. You've just had a great is not even the word to describe it, just an incredibly fulfilling and wonderful journey in music. Talk to us about coming sort of full circle with this new album. It's a gospel, not much something you've sort of maybe done before. Take us through what putting together this album has meant for you.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's the first record I've ever had that's called Hashtag. It's Hashtag Love Covers, and because we want people to engage with this hashtag Love Covers, you know, Hashtag Love Covers. What does that mean to you? How does love cover you? How should love cover you? How do you feel vulnerable in areas where love doesn't cover you? But we started with the idea of doing a CD of covers, my versions of gospel songs that people know, Donnie McClurk and the Winans, and you know, it just was so much fun to do. I didn't do much except actually play. You know, normally I'm writing, I'm producing, but this I just played, and the producers, the Caldwell brothers, just put all these things together and brought these ideas, and yeah, I was able to sort of reconnect with my childhood, being a PK. I'm sure somebody watching as a PK, a preacher's kid, and growing up listening to gospel. So yeah, when jazz got my attention, it still didn't take me away from who I actually was. And from my very first CD in 1985, though again mainstream, secular, whatever, I always put a message: dear listener, God loves you and wants you back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's always been that. It's not like I'm changing over and, oh, now you're going to do gospel. I've always done...
It's more like you're coming back to who you are.
Yeah, coming back. I've never left who I am, but now I get to sort of, you know, volitionally and sort of overtly say this is a record to my gospel fans.
All right. Now the song you performed is a cover, a Beyonce cover, Love on Top.
It's not gospel, right?
All of us just dancing in studio. Is that more or less what we can expect? A beat, or are there more slower jams?
We got a lot of that worshipful. We've got just dance, you know, Love on Top. And by the way, Love on Top is not a gospel song, so it's a very good point. But I heard
to the title of your album.
Well, I heard that song though, Love Covers, as kind of a gospel message. I mean, as the Beyonce song, you know, Love on Top. Like when finally I put God's love on top, it's the priority of my life. And that's what really, I mean, actually, let me mention that we're going to sign that CD today. Later on today, we're going to have a CD signing at 2 o'clock at Musica at Mall of Africa, and then at 4 o'clock at Musica at Santon.
All right. So we already know that the message of this album is just hashtag love covers. Love
Yes.
covers us. We immerse ourselves in love. But very quickly, take me through the relationship that you have with Cedric and Victor Cowell, who played a major role in
Yes.
your latest work.
Well, so when I was a little boy, we all went to Baptist camp together. So it's nice to get back together with them. But then later on, they produced an artist who I was working with by the name of Whitney Houston, and because she wanted to do some gospel, and they produced the Winans and CeCe and all those gospel artists. So they did some stuff for Whitney's Christmas record and these gospel things. And I toured with Whitney for 7 years, or played I Will Always Love You. That was the song that I recorded with her. And by the way, we recorded that song for the first time instrumental on hashtag Love Covers. The Caldwell brothers brought just a fresh, really cool, fun approach to this record.
Oh, Kirk, fantastic. So great to have you with us this morning. Thank you very much for your
Yes.
time. That is a Grammy Award-winning American smooth jazz saxophonist and songwriter Kirk Whalum speaking to us about his latest album titled hashtag Love Covers. Whalum will give us a taste of what's on that album when we come back after the break.